is my point. I was trying to get my stuff set up. Do I have to have both of them on? That seems like it's going to sound weird. I have turned it on. Huh. All right. I've turned on the desktop audio, and hopefully that has fixed it. Otherwise, I'm very confused because I can see stuff here, and you're not hearing things.
Craig says
okay.
vocals.
All right. So and it doesn't sound robotic or anything. Is that the key? I want to make sure that that's also the case. Anyhow. All right. So, what we were saying, new season, new episode, very exciting. We're going to try a few new things. So great. Hopefully I'll have audio and everything happening. Septic's back. Great. Who else is here?
Craig says it sounds normal. Craig's here.
Oh, good. Craig doesn't know what sounds
Tiffany
normal.
came back.
Yay, Tiffany.
Thank goodness. Danny's here, but is going to be watching a birthday YouTube video for a friend for 5 minutes because she's a friend. And we're not friends?
Wow. Oh,
Rude.
dagger. Oh, my goodness. This is why we won't let you buy a t-shirt for Emily. So yeah, let's go over kind of the rules of things, and then we'll tell you what's a little different this time. So first of all, one way that you can get points is by being the first person in the chat and saying the word first. Emily was first today, so she gets a point already. First point of the season. Choo-choo. And Christina's here. Depressed Lizard. Fire damage. Welcome. Seems very quiet. Okay. Well, I can definitely.
Danny said it sounded quiet on Twitch, and then it got better.
Oh, it got better. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. All right. Has it gotten better?
Dear fire damaged.
I can turn this up.
Are the sounds much more better?
There we go. I'm turning things up a little bit. You let us know if that's better. I'm apparently going to be having to do a little bit of manipulation of the sound as we go along. What's that?
Melissa got her t-shirt today.
Yay, Melissa! How do you think? What do you think of it?
We're not liars. It is very soft.
It is very soft. All right, so that's one way to get a point. Another way, I'm jumping in. You'll hear me for a second here, but I'm going to turn me off. Is if you go into Facebook and you share the show, which I am going to do here to demonstrate. And if you do share the show on your profile, you will see a share pop up just underneath my chin here. So you can see that if I do this. Right? We do ask, because we've found that there was a bit of a loophole that got taken advantage of, that you do a unique share to get a point. Okay, so it'll show up there. You have to do it publicly. You can't share privately to people. David Dugard just shared. Thank you.
Thank you, David.
You can share to groups. You can share to individuals on their profile. You can share on your own profile. But if you share privately to someone, it doesn't show up here, and we're not going to count that. And what I'm saying is, if you share 10 times on your own profile, that counts as 1 point. If you share to 10 different groups, totally different groups, 10 points.
10 points.
Right. So profile counts as 1, a group counts as 1. If you were to share to different people on their profiles, you'd get a point for each of those as well. So though we're changing it up that way, so it's a little harder for people to just kind of spam the share button.
And just for the record, we are not condoning annoying the shit out of your friends.
I am personally condoning you annoying the crap out of your friends. Caitlin is not. But I think it's a lot funnier. So, all right. Let's take a look. Amy has joined us as well. And then answering question, you get a point. If you answer a question correctly first, you get a bonus point. We have Karens. If you don't think anybody will get the answer correct, you yell the word Karen. And if you do that in the time allotted, right, and nobody guesses correctly, you get a point. But if anybody guesses correctly, you lose a point. So we're going to introduce one more thing just for today. We're going to try it just for today. So Monday, because Tuesday Caitlin's not going to be here. Wednesday she's not going to be here. So I'm going to have to do all the things myself. Don't want to try this on my own. But we're going to give it a shot on Monday and then see what people think about it. We're going to do a thing called duels. So if you answer the question correctly, you get a point. If you answer the question correctly, you get a bonus point. We already have that in place, right? Think of it as the same kind of thing, in a way, but with two individuals. So before we start asking a question, you will have to agree with someone. You can say like, hey, I'd like to duel someone. And somebody can say like, I'm in, let's do this. And you both agree that you're going to duel. And the way it works is of those two people, whoever gets the correct answer first gets 2 points. And the person who answered second gets 0 points. You're stealing a point from the other person.
So if Keith gets it right first, I get it right. Keith gets 2 points.
Yep.
If Keith gets it right, I get it wrong. Keith gets 2 points.
Yep, magic point.
If we both get it wrong, nobody gets any points.
No points if nobody gets it right. No points. The person who gets it right first gets 2 points. The second person rather, if they get it right or wrong, no points.
The other person has to agree to the duel.
Yes.
Steve McCracken has just challenged me to a duel. I decline.
So therefore, not a duel. So Depressed Lizard would like to duel Septic. Septic, that's up to you if you want to do a duel with Depressed Lizard. If you both agree to it, then we'll take note of that. And David Dugard says he'd like to duel David Dugard. Great news. We have a plan for that. What we'll do is we'll just split what will happen is since you're the first one, you'll get 2 points. But since you're also the second one, you'll get 0 points. That'll equal out to 1 point.
Perfect.
Yeah, so done. Noted.
Other rule is you can only duel one person per question.
Correct. You have to set up the duel before the question is asked.
Yeah. So if I tell you the answer to question number 1, then you can start dueling people until I ask question number 2.
But you both have to agree to it. Nobody can just outright duel somebody else at this point. We may change these rules as we go along, but we're going to start with this and see how it goes. Okay?
It's a science experiment.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Okay. No, I don't think I will. Septic. All right. See there, Depressed Lizard. I'm sorry, but it does have to be agreed upon. So some people are going to want to participate in this. Others aren't going to be interested in it. We wanted to give everybody the flexibility to do that.
Oh, crap. Danny just missed all of that.
Danny missed all of that. So she'll have to figure out as she goes along. Long story short, before a question is asked, people can duel and steal each other's points. So you would say, I'd like to duel, and somebody will say, I'd like to duel you as well. Both people have to agree to it. Whoever answers correctly first gets 2 points. The second person, if they get it right or wrong, gets 0 points. That's the short version.
Nobody loses any points.
Correct. No loss of points. So Danny would like to duel. If anyone would like to duel Danny, she is on. No. Okay. Duel if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't need to. Okay, she's just going over the rule.
That's true. Yeah.
Both people need to agree to it for it to happen. So there's just another element to make things fun. Steam would like to duel Cat Baloo, who's...
Cat Baloo is going to yeet your ass, says David Dugard.
That is true. That is fair. All right, so this is good. So It's 16 people here. We are already at capacity, right? We're above the legal limit. So bear with me as I make sure that sound and stuff works. So we're going to move to question number 1.
I think we have a potential duel in the works, so I'm just going to give it about 10 seconds.
No, so... Oh, let's see. Oh! Excellent. Wait, who... I duel Mango Man. Who's
Dawn Mango Man. Depressed Lizard says, I am Dawn, so I agree to the duel.
Oh, okay.
So we have a duel. Septic and Depressed Lizard are dueling.
Okay, so we're on, just to confirm, Depressed Lizard and Septic, both of you are dueling for this question, correct? All right, so while they're answering that, I think we've cleared everything up. Once again, don't forget you can also share and get a point. Danny is not dueling, just so you know. All right. Looks like we've got Septic saying yep, and Depressed Lizard says YH, which I assume is yeah. That's the best I got.
Fine. Okay.
We can also, if you guys would like, do our pre-answers again, because we'll probably need time for people to do their duels. So before each question, starting next question, because we're going to get started right here. If you would like to try and guess what the answer to the next question is, you can do that before we ask the question. And if you get it correct, you get a t-shirt right off the bat.
Yeah.
You don't have to win a week or anything. You've got it.
If you have ESP,
yeah,
you get a t-shirt.
So Subject's going to pre-guess 1876 already. All right, let's do this. Here we go.
Question number 1.
I'm going to move to question number 1. If the sound drops out, I will fix it, and you'll have more time. So don't fret too much. All right, here we go. Question number 1.
If you commit the crime of regicide, who are you killing?
All right, let's one more time.
If you commit the crime of regicide, who are you killing?
All right, there we go. 60 seconds on the clock. I believe everybody heard that. Yes. How much hell are you raining down on yourself for the next 2 days? Just for today.
We're just doing this for today.
We're just doing it today, right now. So it's just Monday. It's going to be a manic Monday that we have. 45 seconds on the clock. Let's see. This is a good guess. Ian says Regis Philbin. If you kill Regis Philbin, that's, I believe...
That's
right?
Funny.
Is that correct? Is that not correct? All right. Lots of other questions. Lots of other answers coming in. Answer Moda Ranger.
Moda Ranger.
Moda Ranger.
You should know what that is.
Yes. No. Not at all. Children at the Jedi Temple, says Depressed Lizard. 10 seconds left to get your answers in. Let's see. So... I see a guess from Depressed Lizard. I don't see one from Septic yet.
I do.
Time is up. Where was Septic's guess? Oh, okay. There we go. So time's up. Let's go to the chat and see what everybody had. Let's see. All right. Starting from the top. It was hard to see where the pre-answers started. Let's go with... I think it was starting Children at the Jedi Temple. King, Depressed Lizard identified as Dawn. Okay. Killing a King, says Septic. Regis Philbin, the King, a King. King. A King. Pimento Cheese, pre-guess. Ian is double correct.
There is a style point for Regis Philbin.
Yeah. And let's see. That would work because his name is a derivation of Latin for king. I see. All right. So those are all the answers that we got in. Did anyone get the answer correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it's Monday.
That's good. Let's see. I think we had the duel between Depressed Lizard and Septic. I think Septic won that.
Septic won.
So 2 points to Septic for that. And Depressed Lizard, no points. Didn't get the answer correct.
Does not lose any points.
Emily
does not gain any points.
Emily also gets 2 points because she was the first one of the entire group to get the answer correct.
Oh, of course. I thought I said a style point for the Children of the Jedi Temple. If I didn't, I apologize. That gets a style point.
Okay, style point for Jedis and for Regis. We've got some pre-guesses. I'm going to put 90 seconds on the clock. And then we'll move forward while people are doing their pre-guesses. If anybody wants to duel again, make that happen before the time is up. Okay, so answer was King. King. So lots of people got that. We've got some pre-answers coming in, just so you know. One-eyed Wonder Worm.
I did want to point something out.
Yeah.
We are purple today for Fibromyalgia Awareness Month.
That is true, yeah. So Robert won yesterday and got to choose the color, and really thoughtfully picked a color that had to go along with a cause, which is the first time somebody's done that. I thought that was really smart of him. So Fibromyalgia Awareness Month is this month, and the color purple represents that, so that's why we are purple today.
The answer's 3, Septic.
Answer is 3. Is that 3 points or still
So he said,
2?
what if you duel and you win the duel, but you also get the answer in first out of everybody?
Oh yeah, 3
then
points.
You get 3 points.
Yeah, you get your bonus point, you get the point because of the duel, and then you get your point for getting it correct.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. These are good. Pre-guess of Virtual Del Fuego. For people that don't know, Virtual Del Fuego is actually like an online. It is a online art festival that's going to be happening next weekend. We're thinking about moving the show over to Virtual Del Fuego, so we may possibly not have the show here. We're not sure about this yet, but we may not have it here, and instead we'll have it at Virtual Del Fuego. It's free. So I'll send you all the information on how you can register for it. It costs you nothing. You just get a registration. You fill the thing out. You say that you're not going to do horribly illegal things and kill people on camera, and then you come in, and it's going to be really cool. There's going to be a lot of different rooms and basically conference rooms and stuff like that with people doing different types of arts and having conversations and stories and music, all kinds of things. It's going to be really neat. And it costs absolutely nothing, and you can sign in from anywhere in the world. So if you'd like to join us, that would be cool. We'll try to see if we can simulcast it some way, but yeah, we want to try and at least include those folks because we usually go camping with them, and it's a lot of fun.
We have a duel, people.
We do have a duel. Okay, so time is up. So we're gonna move on. Who are our dueling folks?
Craig and Septic.
Craig and Septic. Dueling. All right, here we go. So question number 2.
Krakatoa is a famous volcanic island that is part.
All right, Krakatoa is a famous volcanic island that is part of what country? 60 seconds on the clock. David Dugard says that he will be naked there at Virtual Del Fuego. Let's see. If you duel and get the answer in first. What if you duel and get the answer in first? Okay, we already got that. 3 points. Lots of good pre-guesses. One-eyed Wonder Worms, 43. IHOP. I don't think that's true. I don't think
that's a country.
No, I don't feel like IHOP's a country. I feel like it's a lot of countries, and mainly they're pancakes.
International.
Yeah.
But really, when you think about it,
mm-hmm.
IHOP only has 2 countries' pancakes.
Right, they have crepes and they've got regular pancakes.
Oh, wait, they have 3. They have Swedish crepes,
That's
they have
true.
regular crepes, and they have pancakes.
Maybe there's just not a lot of different pancakey things out there. You can't even get, like, potato pancakes.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Right? All right, time is up. We're going to the chat. Let's see how it turned out. We had some really good pre-guesses, by the way. That was whiskey. We also missed that one. It definitely wasn't whiskey. That's a fact.
Not a country.
All right, so let's see. Philippines. A lot of people saying the Philippines. Indonesia. Poland is the center of Krakatoa. Indonesia. The Pitcairn Islands. Something like that. Indonesia.
Pitcairn Islands.
Yeah, I think he was throwing a Karen, but under the radar. Is that what that was?
Maybe.
All right. So Was the correct answer Indonesia?
It was.
It is! So everybody that got Indonesia was correct. First person with Indonesia looks like Tiffany.
Yes.
2 points for Tiffany. And then there was Septic and Craig going 1 for 1. Neither of which seemed to get it correct.
That's not true.
Right? Or
I got it.
Oh, Craig got it. He switched from YouTube to Facebook, which is slightly confusing. Okay, so here we go. So Septic, no points, but that's okay. He didn't even get it correct, so he wouldn't have gotten it anyway. Craig gets 2 points.
Craig gets 2 points.
All right, 90 seconds on the clock. We need our pre-guesses, and we need any duels that are going to happen.
I will say, the Philippines, not a bad answer. I grew up in the Philippines. We have a lot of volcanoes, just not Krakatoa.
Yeah, that's true. Hawaii has lots of volcanoes.
That's not a country.
It is, at one point.
That one time.
Country. Yep. And it had volcanoes back then.
Poor Craig. Dual fail. Managed to pull out my headphones out of the phone just as the question was being asked, and I paused the video.
He got so excited. He's like, I'm dueling! Let's do it! Ah! It's like you pull your gun out and you just throw it on the ground. Let's see. What other ones? Lots of good pre-guesses. Are the closing here in Florida?
I think hours are closing here in Florida, like IHOPs.
Oh, the IHOPs, really? All the IHOPs are closing in Florida. That's a shame. I mean, it's not an amazing place, I'll be honest.
But for pancakes at midnight, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's the only thing it's got going for is it's open, really.
I never want to go to IHOP at, like, noon.
Whiskey, Ohio is a place, says David Dugard. That's true, but not a country.
Not a country.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're not open right now, right? I guess you could get to go. Can you get to go at, like, midnight from IHOP now?
Oh, God, that would be so dope.
Yeah, that would be pretty great. You know what has gotten on my nerves recently? Are the commercials from, like, Domino's and Papa John's and all of the pizza places, because they have the audacity to say things like, hey, because we're worried about your health, we don't touch the 400-degree pizza after it's cooked. I'm like, my health? You would be touching a 400-degree pizza, for God's sake. Like, you're going to burn. You don't do it because you're like, well, we don't want to get Keith, sick. That's not it. You don't touch it because it's fucking lava. That's why you don't touch it. Don't piss on my leg and say it's raining. I understand what's going on here. You always did that because it's hot. So you're not going to grab it with your hands. You're going to use tools to do it with.
Also because touching people's food with your naked hands is fucking gross.
Yeah. Emily has a great point. What were they doing with the pizza before? Well, they were obviously removing the pizzas from the oven using their tongues. And so now they're like, we decided to stop doing that because now there's a virus and we don't want you to get it. So we've stopped, rubbing it on our chest before we put it in the box, which is nice. Thanks. But what?
I have good news.
Yeah.
Style point.
Thank you. I hate it when people like make marketing that makes it sound like they're doing something special for you when it's like, you have to do that anyway. It's probably a health code violation if you don't do it.
Yeah.
So, really? You're welcome. We all did this. For my 40th birthday in Vegas, we went to an IHOP for breakfast. What? Who does that? Are they even open for breakfast? I didn't even know. IHOP in Vegas is like going to TGI Fridays in Times Square. That's true. All right, let's move on to question number 3.
We tried to go to a really nice brunch place in Vegas, but the wait was like 2 hours or something.
Yeah.
Question number 3. Which organ in the body destroys old red blood cells?
Old red blood cells.
There are no duels.
No, I saw Septic wanted to duel.
And then Danny said, no, Septic, I do not want to duel.
And Danny was like, nope, not into it at all.
Polite decline.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock.
Karnak's pre-guess is jitsi.org.
Yes. We have a 43. We've got a purple ribbon, I guess, right? Any others? Let's see. Moss. Melissa goes with moss. Which organ is moss an organ? I feel like maybe
moss is not an organ.
It's kind of.
No, it's not.
It's alive.
No.
It's basically an organ.
Nope.
Yeah. Organs are alive and moths are alive.
No.
Yeah. Those things are true. What I just said, factual.
Yes, but your main point is not true.
Mm,
That's why I keep saying no.
it has a lot in common, though.
No.
It could be.
No.
There's a chance.
No.
Science is still up in the air about it.
No.
All right. We've got 10 seconds. Well, 5 seconds left on the clock. We're about to go to the chat because we will be out of time. So make sure you get your answers in. All right. To the chat we go. Let's see what people came up with. Looks like we're here for you. You should be anyway. Yes. Right. Yeah. I like the other ones also that are like, you're stuck at home, and while you're at home, maybe you should use our paint. And you're like, what? How does that have to do with anything? We're here for you. How? Are you delivering it? No.
Are you with me right now? Like in my closet?
What was the good one that I saw? Oh! Quicken Loans. Quicken Loans pissed me off because they had one where they said, they were like, hey, we understand you're going through some really difficult times right now. And, if you need help, just let us know by going to the website that everybody else goes to. Like, it was like, oh, well, it's Rocket Mortgage, right? So they were like, we understand if you work with us, no problem. Go to rocketmortgage.com and let us know you need help. Like, just go to your website. Like, you couldn't even put a / we'll help you or a / you're in trouble. Like a special thing. No, just go through
COVID blows.
Go through the same line that everybody else is going through who's asking, hey, why is my bill 10 cents more this time? Oh, yeah, I'll get behind him because I can't pay my rent. Thanks for the help. We really appreciate it. Just a little bit, right? You just do a little bit of stuff and it makes it better. But no, they're like, hey, we really care. We care so much that we didn't do anything.
We were watching TV last night, and like every time commercials came on, he was like, fuck this stupid, and he like changed the channel.
All right, let's go over the answers because time's up. We got all of our answers in. First one in with spleen is Emily. We got some spleens. Craig started with liver. Amy says it keeps freezing. I'm sorry about that, Amy. I'm not sure how to make your internet better. I will. I can't help. I apologize. David Dugard says the anus, which I don't think is an organ.
Style point for the anus.
Well, always a style point for the anus. Gordon says the pancreas. This question is humorous.
Style point for the pun.
But that's a bone. That's not even an organ.
Still a style point.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I need to laugh today, babe. Give me a break.
Stephanie says, good thing you didn't take that one, Danny. I was on it. Danny says, you seem to care at the beginning of the week, and I'm smart enough not to fall for it. Oh,
snap.
Damn. Blows are happening. All right, what was the correct answer?
The answer is spleen.
Spleen. Emily gets 2 points. Everybody else gets, gets 1 point. Yeah, that's how that works. 90 seconds on the clock. Get your pre-answers in and any of the duels that you'd like to try out. This is the time to do that. And then we will go to question number 4. Right?
Yeah, I'm just looking at a couple pre-things. Those are funny. That was the other thing I was checking for.
No duels.
No duels. Ready?
I don't know. We have 1 minute left for the 90 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were very
excited.
I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Emily says it's just a type of organ.
So,
glands.
Tiffany said, though technically the spleen is a gland, not an organ, but it is just drawing old red blood cells. And Emily said glands are still organs, which is true.
Oh, all right. So we have a Venn diagram of organs, and glands is a little subset of organs.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Like this.
It goes like, so what would it be? It would be like heart, hands, pipe. Is that what?
No.
These are organs. They're all organs.
Pipe organ?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a type of organ. Hammond B3.
Trail.
That's organ. That's totally different.
Same thing.
Don't be ridiculous.
Really?
God
That's the
damn
line?
it. Yeah. Let's take our job seriously, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right, time's up. I didn't see any duels happening, so we're gonna move on. I think. I know that Facebook's gonna be a little behind us, so we apologize on that. But we're gonna move forward with the question. So question number 4, right?
Question number 4. What mythical creature was featured on Uma Thurman's boots in Kill Bill Volume 2? There's totally a typo in there.
Yeah. Mythical creature was featured on Uma Thurman's boots in Kill Bill Volume 2. All right, so get your answers in. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's see what our pre-guesses were. We got FPCS Ranger Council. This is getting very, very intricate. You need to have a lot of inside information on this. The things you learn when anemic, says Tiffany. Yeah, definitely. You can learn a lot if you're sick, because then you have to learn a lot.
Yep.
Although Emily would have whipped me there, that's true. It is a type of organ. Pre-guess. Cirque du Soleil. Is that what was on her boots? Cirque du Soleil? No. There are 4 aqueous humors in the body. And Ian has none of them. He is completely humorless. Pre-guess, tobacco. I get tobacco could be on a boot. 43. Just 43. Dead ducks. Not a mythical creature. Not a mythical creature, but an actual creature. Time is up. We're going to the chat. David Dugard apparently had 4 guesses, I guess? Oh, no. He's going with all of the humors. Blood, sweat, tears, boogies.
Boogies.
Yeah. Boogers. Let's see. So the real guesses, it looks like, coming in. First was Septic with Pegasus. It was a flying horse for the people that don't know that. Steam now wants to see Dugard's organ. Christopher Walken, says Ian. That's what mythical creature. Christopher Walken is a real person. Just so you know.
It's not mythical.
He is an actual individual. Man, bear, pig, says Craig, which I assume is a combination of both a man, a bear, and a pig.
But which parts of each?
I would assume that it is probably the head of a bear, the body of a pig, and the feet of a man. Imagine that.
I was thinking Footy Woody's of the bear, body of a man,
yeah,
tail and head of a pig.
I think mine's funnier looking. Plus, it would have to wear shoes. Dragon and Cooper Bear, Chupacabra, says David Dugard. Gordon comes in first with a dragon. Some more Pegasus. Lori says Pokemon. Was there a Pokemon? Oh, I didn't know that. Depressed Lizard's first with Phoenix. Steam is first with Bigfoot. Danny is betting on Emily to be right. What is the correct answer? Phoenix. All right. 90 seconds on the clock to get your pre-answers in and figure out any duels. It looks like we only had one person get that correct. Depressed Lizard, 2 points.
2 points.
That's it. Totally said at first you're betting on the boat. Betting on the boat. Sasquatch said Melissa, but just after time was up. Was definitely copying Septic. So there was a chain. I like it. So Emily just followed Septic. Then Danny followed Emily, and everyone got it wrong.
And unfortunately, people were following Septic who had no idea.
These boots were made for walking. Get it? David Dugard says it's half man, half bear, half pig. So it's very big. It's very large.
It's 1.5.
Yeah, it is. Also not good at math. That's what you lose. Obviously, the man part isn't the math part. Septic will all go down together. And Laurie says 3 halves? Well, bears and pigs aren't good at math. So, I mean, it's expected to happen. Sorry I'm late again. Nico, there's no such thing as late. There's just if you're here or not. And now you're here. And we appreciate that. No better way to go down, Emily. Pre-guess, pinky toe. All right, we're getting a bunch of pre-answers. I'm going to go through those, I think, when we start the answer. No duels, it looks like. So
0
we're going to move on here because the time is up, and we're going to go to question number 5. You'll want to stick around after question number 5 because when we hit halftime, we're going to announce the winner of last week.
Yes.
All right. So question number 5.
The Hope Diamond was once part of what country's crown jewels?
What country's crown jewels?
The jewels.
60 seconds on the clock, dripping with jewels. Jewels! What? I was made for you and you were made for me.
Oh, that
Is
was Jewel.
Oh, not that one.
No, that's Jewel singular.
If Jewel were crowned and then you killed her, would that be regicide?
No.
No, okay.
Because regicide is a king
Well,
and Jewel is a gal.
That's a little prejudiced. How do you know how she identifies, huh?
I'm only pretty sure.
Here are the pre-guesses. We got 20 seconds left. Pinky Toe, The Isle of Man, Jodie Foster, Karen, that's his pre-answer, is Karen. Ewer, it's like a spider pig. Pre-guess 1912, Spain's UK. So those, I think, are the actual answers. I'm going to have to find some way to separate them so that we know. All right. Go into the chat because time is up. Unfortunately, the Crown Jewels of the Isle of Man maybe is our best. Crown Jewels for a pinky toe would be kind of cute. Just tiny
little
crown jewels. Itty bitty crown jewels. All right, so let's take a look at the actual answers. Spain, the UK, England, France, Australia. Bob Hope's family jewels.
Sound like?
Oh. England, Indiana.
India.
Yeah, Indiana. That's what it said. Killer Mike and LP, England. So did anyone get that correct?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Somebody got it correct. What is the correct answer?
France.
France! So Danny came in first with France, and the only one I'm seeing with France. A lot of people just getting one right. That's interesting. Not seeing other answers for France. Nico did have the UK, but just 1 second after time was up. So you have to go a little quicker than that. Whose pre-guess was Jodie Foster? That wasn't me. That is your dad.
Your dad.
Your dad. Yeah. Obviously, the acorn doesn't fall far from the tree. So that is the 5th question. Means we're halfway through. So we're going to go over the points that everybody's gotten up to this point. And this is the point total for the week at this for this whole season, because this is the beginning of the season. So everybody has a shot at the t-shirt, and then we'll announce who got the t-shirt last week so we can send it out to them. So starting from the bottom and moving to the top, let's go through the points.
We have Ian with -1 point.
Oh, not good.
Karnak and Gordon with 1 point.
1 point.
Amy with 2 points. Steam, Septic, and Melissa, and Depressed Lizard, and Craig with 3 points.
3.
Tiffany with 4 points.
Nice.
Emily and Danny with 5 points.
And that's the top.
That's it. That's the end of the list.
Everybody's pretty closely grouped together, so this is anyone's game still. Let's see. Nico says, I guess I'm on a delay. Yeah, I don't know if you want to try and refresh or something. Usually Facebook is a little slower than the others. You can also see us on Twitch and YouTube. Before we mention who won, I just want to do a little ad. I also have a podcast called Another Wasted Hour. Just go anywhere you'd find a podcast, search for Another Wasted Hour. 140 episodes. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty hilarious, and there's really talented musicians and artists on there that we'd love to introduce you to. So go check it out. Give us a review, stars, all of those things. It would mean the world to us. So we need to go and figure out. There was kind of a run at the t-shirt here at the end of the week, so we need to figure out who the winner was. There may have been kind of an upset, and I just want to kind of apologize if that's the case. I know some people really wanted to win, and so I will leave it to Caitlin to announce who the winner of last season's t-shirt grand prize is.
with 96 points for
Ooh.
the entire week.
Yes.
Highest points we've ever had. We have Rob S.
Oh.
in second place.
What? Oh, you're tricky. Wait.
With 143 points for last week, the winner is Emily.
Emily wins! We had to keep her waiting a little bit because it's just, she's been really hopeful to get that t-shirt. So we had to, like, she made me read out, like, 61 shares. So I had to give it back to her just a little bit. So congratulations, Emily. We will need you to send us over your address and what size shirt you would like. And we will ship that out next time we go out to the mail, to the post office, as it is. So yes, congratulations. We appreciate that you've been hanging out with us for well over a month now, probably almost close to 2 at this point. So I'm glad that you got it. Stop sharing it like a ridiculous person. We've changed the rules. This is good. We actually have an Emily rule. We can call it the Emily rule.
It's the Emily rule.
The Emily rule. You'll go down in history on Another Wasted Hour with the Emily rule because we had to change the rules because of her. So that's good, yep. Right? All right, so let's move on with our pre-guesses. I'm gonna just put 60 seconds on the clock. If anybody wants to do dueling, if you're new, by the way, you can duel. We've just added this. What you can do is tell somebody that you'd like to duel with them, or say that you would just like to duel in general. And then if the person accepts or somebody takes your offer, the way it works is that of the 2 of you, whoever answers first gets 2 points. And if you are correct, the first person to answer correctly first gets 2 points. The person who answers second gets 0 points, even if they get it correct.
Another way to say that, if Keith and I are dueling,
yeah.
Keith gets it right first, I get it right, Keith gets 2 points.
Yes.
If Keith gets it right, I get it wrong, no matter the order, Keith gets 2 points.
Boom!
If we both get it wrong, nobody gets any points.
Good job. Yeah. So if you want to do that now. Time is up on the pre-question stuff. So we are going to move on and we'll talk about what people's pre-guesses are. For the people that don't know what the pre-guesses are, you guess something before the question goes up. If you get it correct, you'll get a t-shirt right off the bat. You don't even have to win anything else. So let's move to question number 6.
We have a potential duel, so we have to stall for a second.
Why did we end up on scene 2? I don't even know how that happened. That was my bad. I don't know why that occurred. That was weird.
We're just stalling for a second.
Yeah, we're stalling because there might be a duel. Okay. Septic is saying, Lori, would you like to duel? Lori's going to have to answer onto this. So yeah, this is good. I held a solid 0.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Lori.
That's good. It's hard to do. Some people have tried and failed at failing. Steam has been trying to lose for like weeks, and he's doing a terrible job of it. All right, Ukraine is apparently an island now. Newsflash. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably not good. All right, so sorry, I had the wrong question up, but so Lori, are you going to duel Septic? Septic would like to do. Oh hell no. All right, let's move on to question number 6.
This is a closest question.
Yes.
I think.
Okay.
I think it is.
Okay, so closest means anyone who, if nobody gets the answer correct, then whoever is closest gets the point, and if there's multiple people, then they all get points.
Yes. How many yards is a furlong?
All right. I feel like we did this already, didn't we?
We did something like this, but not this.
No? Did we do furlongs in a mile? Is that what it was? Yeah. Ah, I see. That's what it was. I go with my original answer, which is Edward. They're Edward number of yards in a furlong. Yeah. He's the guy from Terminator 2.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, so answers need to get in. There's about 30 seconds left. Get them in quickly. Let's look at the pre-guesses. Some pre-guesses that we have. 1956. Oh, Septic has changed a little bit. The Philadelphia hot dog. Let's see. Penis fish, says Craig. That's good. Aruba. The Shags. Cheap knockoff Frosted Flakes. I don't think that's a distance. Let's see. Mercurochrome?
Mercurochrome.
Mercurochrome. What is that?
I don't know, but I know how to say it.
Okay. Well, good job.
Thanks.
So those are all the answers. Let's go to the chat because time is up. Pre-guess was Marsha Brady's Privates as well was a guess.
Good.
And Ukraine. All guesses. All right. So we've got lots of answers in. Let's start taking from the top. 12, 12, 22, 222. There is a theme here. Lots of twos going on. 40, 100, 220, a second 220. There are 14 furries in a furlong. That's where I guess they lay down foot to head. Right? It's a furlong. 600, says Gordon. Fucking hell, this somehow popped up in a conversation recently and I completely forgot the answer. 60. 25. So those are all the answers. Did anyone get it correct?
Sorry, there's a terrible pun coming up.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody got it absolutely correct. So we're not doing closest right now. Somebody actually got it correct. So let's take a look. What is the correct answer?
220.
220. So Septic wrong, Emily wrong, Danny wrong, Tiffany 2 points to Tiffany. Nico follows up and also gets a point. Congratulations, only 2 people getting that one correct. It's an awful red antiseptic from years ago. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna win today, but not for long.
Style point, Gordon.
Well done.
Style point.
Stung like an SOB. 0 Craig coins. Craig. Oh no, Nico's taking away all of Craig's Craig coins.
Isn't that like a robbery?
I feel like that's a robbery. 90 seconds on the clock. All right, we need our pre-guesses and any duels. Duels not as popular as I thought they might be. But yeah, I think
my life easier.
The problem is that the people are going to say, hey, I'd like to duel that person. And then that person's like, well, I don't want to duel with you because you're confident that you're going to beat me. So no. Yeah. I feel like if somebody like goes to duel somebody else, then somebody could like follow up and be like, oh, they said no, but I'll do it. and you have to take it or something.
Oh, that would be funny.
How would we make duels better? Well, this is interesting. I think there's something here, right? There's some value to it, but I don't know that it's working the way it is. We'll figure that out. We'll think about that. Let's see. Emily says, I thought you would have known that, Septic. I don't know why I keep copying off you. It hasn't served me well. Oh, man, shots across the bow. Your poor boat. Septic says we can rotate if you want. All right. Time is basically up, I think.
Well, give it the number of seconds because we have a potential duel happening right now.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody waiting to the last seconds here. All right. So Craig is saying, Stephen McCracken, do you want a duel? This is good.
Ooh, we got a duel. We have a duel, people.
All right. So Craig and Steam both are dueling. Lori says randomly selected. I guess the pre-guesses are randomly selected. That makes sense. Danny says, yeah, pretty much. Septic was pretty confident that he'd win. He's responding fast at the beginning of the week. So, yeah, I'm smarter than that. You're going to wait until the end of the week to challenge him? Is that how it'll work?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to question number 7 because we've got a duel on the books and see how it goes down.
Question number 7. What famous antiquity will you find in Salisbury Plain?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Let's see what people think might be found in Salisbury Plain. Is it by any chance the antiquity of the Hokey Pokey?
No.
How about Wesley Willis?
No.
No, not. Just an anchor?
Nope.
No. Probably don't need an anchor on the plane. Cheesecake.
Real old cheesecake?
Yeah, people love cheesecake. Not it?
No.
Tripping over nothing.
No.
1956.
Incorrect.
In the Salisbury Plains. Mary Poppins. Can you find her there?
A fucking treasure.
Yes.
She is. No.
No. Okay.
We were so close to Mary Poppins that one time.
Oh, yeah, we were. We were very close to Mary Poppins once. It was, we were at a wedding, and apparently there was another wedding happening at the same place, and there were famous people there, and one of them was Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
So we could have thrown a rock at Mary Poppins. I'm not saying we did.
We would not have done that.
We might have. There's a chance.
I had to drag the bride over and be like, stop whatever you're doing, because she is obsessed with Mary Poppins.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. All right, time is up. We're going to the chat. And let's see what answers came in. A lot of Stonehenges. Not to choose dual participants. Oh, is random. It has to be, you have to do it randomly. All right. All right, so let's take a look at the answers. Stonehenge, steak. Just steak. A lot of Stonehenges. First one to get that was, looks like Emily. Robert has a Karen for all.
For everything?
Yes.
Okay.
Just doing Karens
On
across the
Monday?
board, it looks like. It's bold. It's very bold. He had yard work, so he couldn't come here earlier. A lot of people just saying Stonehenge. Not confident in my ability to respond fast, having Asperger's syndrome, and I process about 5 seconds slower than everyone else. Well, there you know. I didn't know that about Asperger's. So, all right, so let's go and look at, well, we need to find out if Stonehenge is the correct answer.
It's Stonehenge.
It is Stonehenge. Okay, so that means Emily gets 2 points for being first, and then our duel between Craig and Steam looks like it was won by Craig. That's what I'm seeing. Yep. Yeah, Craig 2
wins.
Points. Steam didn't even get an... Oh, no, did get an answer in, but got it later. So 2 points to Craig, 0 points to Steam. Everybody else gets 1 point. Emily says Julie Andrews. Who's
I would
Julie
like
Andrews?
to give 5 Craig coins to Steve.
Who is Julie Andrews, by the way?
It's Mary Poppins.
Yeah, Mary Poppins. That's what I was saying. We saw Mary Poppins, but we didn't see Julie Andrews. I don't know who that is. Is that the name Mary Poppins uses when she's trying to hide from people? Like when she's not working?
Yeah.
Why points for Steam?
For participating in a duel.
Oh, you're going to give him Craig coins?
Yeah.
What about, don't you need to give him like Caitlin Santines or something like that? Or
no, I want to give him Craig coins.
Oh, okay. Well, random duels. Okay, so a random duel, I assume, would mean that somebody would say, I'd like to duel, and then we'd spin a wheel, and then you'd get paired up with someone. Okay, that's interesting.
That sounds like a pain in the ass.
That's just more work for us. I like it. I'm not sure how to make that work. All right. I think what we should do is somebody says, I'd like to duel, and the first person that responds back is their dueling partner. Just saying, if somebody's bold about it. All right. Let's see. So we got all the points on that one. Let's 60 seconds to get your pre-guesses in, and any other duels that you might need. If you want to duel, this is the time to do it. If you want to be bold about it, just yell out that you want to duel, and then the first person that says that they'll duel you, that's basically random, right? Yeah. So that's one option. Say like, I'm gonna duel whoever comes at me, and then I would have to figure out, like, if I call 2 names out, then that's not random, right? Because
what if like people DM'd us and said, I want to duel, and then we pair those people up?
Oh, that could be a thing. That might be. All right, so we're not seeing any duels, it looks like.
Yeah, I don't see any duels.
Just call out 2 names. Oh, Septic says, duel me. Anybody that's up for a duel right now can duel Septic. Who's up for it? Somebody has to answer back. Let's see if anyone will. See, this is going to challenge random duel thing, right? Because now you actually get to choose the person, and if nobody does that, nobody's going to be like random duel. Definitely, that seems great. Unless we like force people to do it, which I think maybe people won't like. I feel like perhaps that's a thing. Michelle has joined us and has tagged David Lippert. So a point to Michelle. Michelle B. Michelle Tullier Bogdan.
Tullier Bogdan.
Bogdan.
Michelle also got a point on the last question.
Ah, good. Excellent. Yeah, if you do want to call somebody into...
Emily will duel septic.
There we go. We've got a winner. All right. Steam is going to do a pre-guest duel with septic, which isn't a thing, so we're moving on. Making our lives harder. I see what you're doing. I'm on to you. All right, so question number 8.
Hang on, I just have to make my note.
Yeah, make your note. We're making notes, everybody.
And Tiffany gets a point for tagging Monica.
And Monica, yeah. So Tiffany is doing it correctly. If you want to tag an individual, you can tag them in the chat. Also one for Alley Cat. And that is a way that people can find out about this, and we'll see it. If we skip over, if we're going through things and we don't see that share, let us know. Just wave your hand virtually, and let us know that you shared, and we'll make sure you get a point for it.
All right, here's the question.
Yeah.
We know that BC stands for before Christ. What does BCE stand for?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. You're in luck. Some people already have guesses for this.
Hang on.
Yeah, so they believe that BCE might stand for bow tie. Is that true?
No.
Bow tie Christ.
No.
No. Whatever E says. Every time. Ravenclaw. Is Ravenclaw?
No.
No. Prostate.
No.
Sperm whales.
No.
It isn't. Okay. Nico also went with a duel, but you have to do a duel before the question. Nico. So after you answer this, you can do the duel. And Emily says, I'll duel you, septic. Oh, Nico actually did it before the guesses. I think. I can't tell if Nico was dueling septic or if she just was saying the word duel. I'm not sure. Right now it's Emily and septic, and then we'll correct this at a later date. Time is up. We're going to the chat to see what the actual answers are. Looks like Craig comes in first with before Common Era. A lot of those. Tiffany says, my California peeps. That's ridiculous. That doesn't even start with B, C, and E. Common ERA. That's what Nico says. Damn, smoked Emily, smoked me. Damn, smoked Emily, smoked me, I think is how I'm supposed to say that.
By 2 seconds. That's...
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Tiffany goes with before common area. Nico corrects herself with before common area. Apparently there was a typo autocorrect thing that happened there. Birds cannot exist. That is just a fact, that birds are robots. Boise, Idaho Airport. Not even the right letters. You were so close. Airport with an E. Before common era. Before Corona existed, says Lori.
That's a cute one. Star point for that.
Yeah. Steam says all birds are drones. Yeah. You can get a shirt that says it, so it must be true. Tiffany says, my 7 birds disagree with you. Well, that's because they're programmed to disagree with me. All right. Let's find out what the actual answer was.
The actual answer is before Common Era.
Before Common Era.
The code for the Boise, Idaho Airport is BOI.
BOI, unfortunately. I'm putting 90 seconds on the clock so that you can do your pre-answers and any duels that you want to get down. So it looks like the person who started this is Craig. 2 points for Craig. And then everybody else got 1 point, except we did have a duel between Emily and Septic. And as you heard, there was a bit of run there, right? We heard what happened. So it wasn't a second, by the way, because
Emily.
Emily.
2 seconds.
was 58, 56, 58, and septic was 32, right? Oh, okay. Up there. Ah, yeah. Only 2 seconds. So Emily gets the 2 points. Septic gets 0 points for that round because Emily got it correct first. So congratulations on winning that duel. We should probably keep duel records and see who the fastest draw is at some point, but we're not doing that yet. That's just more work. What I'm doing is making more work is what that's happening. Let's say Nico says, Tiffany, fake news, birds aren't real. Those are drones. Reagan killed all the birds and replaced them in 1984. The two that you tagged are California peeps. No, I knew that. I was just giving you crap for it. Septic, very much the gentleman tips his hat to Emily. BCE was switched from BC to avoid Christianizing time and to avoid naming Christ as Lord. Interesting. I didn't know that. So those are equivalent, but they are not the exact same. Tiffany says my 7 robots definitely disagree. They are lovers, not fighters. They're apparently lover drones. I don't.
My 7 robots totally disagree. That's not what she typed.
It seems like that's what she meant. I was just fixing it for her. All right, so pre-guesses are in. Let's move on to question number 9, which is...
Oh, she has grandfathered in birds. 2 of hers are older than 1984.
Oh, well, that's why. Yeah, well, thank God Reagan didn't get hold of them.
Okay. Question number 9, which is...
the penultimate question.
Thank you.
I was afraid you weren't going to do it.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, a little bit.
No. What island was made famous by Gauguin's paintings?
All right. 60 seconds on the clock. Septic says, Danny, duel me. So Danny says, stop asking me. Stop harassing people, Septic. That's not fair. Pre-guesses. So some people already have guesses to this. Maoria?
Maori.
Okay. Maori. That's an kind of an island. They're on an island.
They're right? From an island.
Yeah.
The Maori people.
Mist is an island.
Mist is an island.
Yeah. Was it made famous by Gauguin?
No.
1956. Was that when he made them famous? Alibaba. No. David Dugard, his pre-answers are birdrentals.com.
No.
It's actually birds aren't real.
Yeah, don't go to the website.
Don't go.
People, don't click the link.
Don't. All right, time's up. We're going to the chat. A couple others. Cubic milliliter. And those are all the pre-guests. Any of those right?
No.
All right. Well, there was a chance, I suppose. So let's take a look at the actual answers. We have Craig, who came in first with Isle of Man. Gordon, I believe, was typing Tahiti. Slightly different way of spelling it, but I believe that's what he's going for. Robert went with Booby Island, the most popular island among men. Gilligan's Island, says David Dugard. Marquise Island, I don't remember the spelling. Marquez Island. The island of Marquez. That's a French island, I believe. So that's not a bad guess. Isle of Wight, Martinique, another French island. Tahiti is a French island as well. Sicily, and then 2 Karens, Emily and Septic. Emily won that duel by yelling Karen first.
Yep.
Which does nothing, but I just wanted to say it. So we've got 2 Karens on the board. The question is, Septic says, I've never heard of this guy. Oh, you uncultured swine. Go look up paintings, for God's sakes. Did anybody get it correct?
Yes.
Yes. So unfortunately, Emily and Septic both -1 point. What is the correct answer? Tahiti. I'm going to say Gordon had it up here.
Yeah.
That was pretty damn close to Tahiti. I didn't know what the answer was and got Tahiti out of that. So,
okay.
Yeah. So I feel like that if I can guess what you were going for and didn't know the answer.
Yeah, I actually read that so quickly that I didn't realize it was misspelled the first time. I just read Tahiti.
Yeah, the TH at the beginning is a little off-putting. But if you had gotten the A in between there, you would have been super close. It would have just been one letter off, essentially. David Dugard says, all my links are safe. And I would like everyone to know that David Dugard does not share the opinions of the show. He is an independent contractor who we do not pay or actually allow in the show, but for some reason he's found us. All right. Any port you want.
It is the last question. Septic would really like someone to duel him.
Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to just put 60 seconds on the clock. Pre-answers and duels. Pre-guess 10, Keith's bald head. That's right there.
I love it.
Yeah. That's a pre-answer. I don't know if Dugard saw that yet, but...
Surprise, Dugard.
David Dugard says pre-answer meatspin.com.
No.
Yeah. Like he said, all of his links are perfectly reasonable things you can go to. Let's see. Gauguin did paint Un Mysterio, which does have mist in it. Ah, I see. But it's spelled differently, right?
Yeah.
It has mist, like it's misty. Right?
Well, it's got mist, like the first 4 letters spell mist.
Right. Oh, I see. It has the word mist in it. Ah, gotcha.
No one is going to duel Septic? Come on, people.
Wow, not a single person is going to do it. All right. Time's up. We've got pre-guesses, but no takers of the Septic duel, which is ironic because he's lost like most of them, I think.
K-Hog? I like the previous K-Hog.
K-Hog? All right. So let's move on to the last question of the night, everybody. It is question number 10, the final question of episode 1, season 8. Let's find out who wins and starts off the week ahead of everybody else to be able to get their own t-shirt.
In Star Wars, which character built C-3PO?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Let's see if anybody maybe got this correct. Was it my bald head? Did my bald head build C-3PO?
No.
No.
Did not.
Meat Spin, did they maybe at least pay for it?
No.
No. 1956, maybe that's when it was. Hamburgers. Is he made of hamburgers?
No.
Tar and feather?
No.
No. David Dugard would like you to rub it harder. Quahog. K-Hog. Is it a K-Hog?
That's a clam.
Oh.
Whoa.
All right. Hey, how's it going?
Nothing.
That's fun. Heineken Skywalker, says Septic.
No.
Was it Heineken Skywalker?
No.
The slightly older and drunker brother.
Style, though.
Yeah. Never really amounted to much. He's still in his parents' basement. All right. On Endor? Is it Endor? No, that's where the Ewoks are. What is it? It's not Tatooine. Which is the one that they start on? To the chat. Craig actually guesses Mysterio. Pre-guess portrait of Dorian Gray. Tiffany says he painted 4 paintings in Martinique. That's very interesting. Robert says, stop fishing. This is shit. What?
What are you talking about?
I don't even know. All right, so let's take a look at what all the answers are that people actually went with. Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, who are all 3 the same people. Not sure how to deal with that. Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, blood autocorrect. That's a very dangerous autocorrect. We know what Septic does with a lot of his time. Apparently, Heineken Skywalkers, which is a drinking game that he invented for Star Wars, where you drink anytime that Anakin Skywalker is awkward in episode 1. You never make it to episode 2 because you die of alcohol poisoning. And Anakin, Darth Vader, Anakin, Darth Vader, Anakin, Han Solo. Gordon goes with Han Solo. Emily laughs at Heineken. Anakin Skywalker. Wally. I like that. It's Wally. Different, totally different movie set, but still very happy about that. Tatooine was the correct one. Okay, so it is Tatooine. Have a great night, everyone, says Steam. Bye, Steam. All right, what was the correct answer?
Anakin Skywalker.
Are you going to accept Darth Vader?
No.
Oh.
Because he didn't build C-3PO when he was Darth Vader.
Oh. Just like Anakin Skywalker didn't build the Death Star, is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay. I feel like there's going to be a nerd fight in the chat.
I don't care.
No? Okay, you don't care. So nerds can fight it out in the chat. Doesn't matter. Everybody, that is the end. First person to get it right. Are you good with Anakin, or do you need Anakin Skywalker?
I didn't specify, so I will take just Anakin.
Okay, so Craig gets the 2 points. Should we give Septic a point? I think he was genuinely going for Anakin Skywalker. I gave Septic
1 point, but yeah. I didn't give him the 2 points for getting it first.
That's fair. I think that is
because
fair.
If he had followed up later and written Anakin Skywalker, I would have given him 1 point.
Yeah, I think we could have figured out that was obviously an autocorrect. He knew what the correct answer was. So, all right. So points down for everybody that got Anakin Skywalker. Darth Vader, unfortunately, not a point. Nico disagrees with you.
Sorry, Nico. I still love you.
I think Kaylin makes a really valid point, though. It did happen when he was Anakin, and he changed quite a bit.
Here's the thing. Darth Vader, upon meeting C-3PO on the street, would fucking murder C-3PO. Is that something that somebody who built C-3PO would do? No, because C-3PO is delightful.
That's true. So let's go over the points. If your points differ than what we believe your points are, let us know so we can correct that. We are imperfect beings. Lord knows the next 2 days, when I'm the only one doing it, it'll probably get even worse. We will do the shares here in a second, but here are the points when it comes to answers that you got correct, right? Shares that you did in the chat. So if you tagged someone, the first point of the game, any duels, those also counted, or Karen type of things. So that's what this total is. We'll get to the shares here in a second that we're done with the big share button. All right, so where are we at?
Ian -1.
Oh, not
Michelle, good. Karnak, and Amy with 2. Nico and Depressed Lizard with 3. Septic and Gordon with 4. Steam with 5. Melissa with 7. Danny with 8. Emily and Craig with 9. And Tiffany with 11.
That's a lot.
Up 10.
Oh, okay. Get in there. All right. So, well done. Before we announce the winner, though, we're going to have to go through our different shares. We do have a share for Tiffany, if you want something fun to do for an hour. That is a wonderful review. Thank you for sending that out. Craig says, I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't take the dual septic. You know what? You had the opportunity. Emily gets a point for sharing. Craig looks like he did 4 shares with 3 different people and on his profile. So those are unique shares. Shaggy gets a point. And David Dugard gets a point. And, Tiffany gets a second one. It looks like, hold on. It looks like both to her profile. So by the rules that we have, it's just 1 point. Yeah, we do appreciate it.
And one of them should tag someone, but it's someone who is already watching the show. So you don't get a point for tagging somebody who's already watching the show.
Yeah. But you did get points for tagging people in the show. So you did get some extra points
total.
Yeah. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. Now that we've gotten all the points settled out, who won the night?
Allow me to sort.
Yes.
Oh, we have an upset.
What?
Craig is the winner.
Craig, with the extra shares, all unique, comes out ahead. How many points did Craig end up with?
13 points.
13 points. So remember, you want to answer, but you also want to share. Those are ways that you can win the game. We have tightened it up, but hopefully Tiffany will come back tomorrow and
whoop up on Craig.
Whoop up on Craig tomorrow. So congratulations, Craig. Please put your acceptance speech in the chat and let us know what color you want the studio to be tomorrow. Keep in mind, we did purple today because we wanted to do awareness for fibromyalgia. So this is the month for fibromyalgia.
And lupus. My mom had lupus.
So there you go. So be aware of those things this month. And purple will hopefully help you remember that. While we're waiting for the speech.
We can also have a speech from Ian, who had -1 point.
Yes, Ian, if you'd like to give a loser's speech, you're welcome to do that. You definitely lost. Quick run of things. Since you can get a point for being the first person here and saying the word first, you're probably going to want to follow and subscribe to this show, right? And then you'll want to set up the little bell things, which are your notifications, to make sure that it alerts you when we do go live, so that you have the best chance of getting that point. So set that up. Then go follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram just for some support. Next season, I think we are going to maybe move up onto Instagram for at least a simulcast type of thing. Take a look out for Virtual Del Fuego. It's on Facebook. There's a Facebook group. You can join that and learn more about it if you want. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to probably be doing that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That would be my guess. At least Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
But maybe Friday as well. And then, let's see. Oh, also, Another Wasted Hour is a podcast. I run a podcast. We've been doing it for about 3.5 years now. There's 140 episodes. You can go to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, anywhere that you would go to get a podcast. You can search for Another Wasted Hour and get my podcast. It's comedy. It's ridiculousness. We find crazy news about the internet, around the internet. A lot of Florida man types of things and things like that. It's fun. We've got some trivia with a game show we invented called Please God, Just Get One Right. And then we also have some really talented artists and musicians on the show that you probably wouldn't have heard otherwise. So we'd love to expose you to them, and hopefully you'll find some music that you love. If you go and subscribe to the podcast, which we would really appreciate, also don't forget to review it and send us some stars and things like that. You can also listen to the podcast on YouTube and on Facebook. So those are other places that you can give us comments and likes and reviews and all of those things. So interact with us. We appreciate it. And you can join Another Wasted group on Facebook where we talk about some of the ideas for other things that we might do on the trivia on this trivia show. So we'd love to have you participating on that and giving your opinion. So I think we have an acceptance speech. Would you like to speak to that?
I would love to.
All right.
I would love to thank LaCroix, or LaCroix, however you want to say it, for always almost tasting like things, Tater Tots for being the literal best, and Thomas Marvolo Riddle for always popping up at least once a night in trivia.
Remember, LaCroix is near the taste of winning.
I was so close to having an entire trivia night without Thomas Marvolo Riddle.
Well, you know, it sometimes has to happen.
Craig, pick a color.
You got to pick a color, Craig. So he'll give us that. I think that's all the business. I think we've given you all the business. So we will see you at 7 o'clock tomorrow. We do this every night at 7 o'clock. Anything else I can think of? Nope. That's all I've got. So until 7 o'clock tomorrow night, where we will do Tuesday, and I will do it all alone. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. They're going to let us out into the world probably sometime soon here, at least here in the United States. And doesn't mean it's going to get any safer. So everybody just make sure that you're doing your social distancing and doing the things you need to stay safe and healthy, because we'd like to see you again. And it would make us sad if you were not here because you were murdered by a tiny bug. And speaking of murdered by tiny bugs, all the people that are out there risking their lives with tiny bugs to make the world go round, all the people who are necessary, who are doctors and who are nurses and truck drivers and delivery people and warehouse workers and medics and all of these people, right? There's so many, I can't even list all of them, but there's so many different people out there that are making sure, police, all of this stuff, that we are safe, firemen, right? Everything, that people who cannot work from home and people that need to go and risk their health to make sure that we can stay home and stay healthy. So that's a huge sacrifice, and we really appreciate it. We know that you're doing it for us, and that's a big deal. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all. So once again, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, we will see everybody back here, same bat time, same bat place. And until then, everyone, have a good night.